Well, hey everybody, we're in another instructional game. This is me versus Denton8523. And I'm playing a silly deck, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know. He's playing Underdepths. So Denton just came back to the game very recently, and it was actually because hate to beat my own chest or toot my own horn or whatever, but he came back because he found my videos on YouTube and figured he'd try out the game again. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't know about you guys. Anyway, oh god, you've got a Grundlewolf Alpha. Well, this will be nice because I haven't actually gotten to see a Grundlewolf Alpha in play yet. So if you're playing a beast deck, that's actually really fun. I'm gonna put out an Unholy Tomb. Just put it out now, and excuse me, I had to burp. Getting my Nora generation going. So Grundlewolf Alpha. Let me just talk about Grundlewolf Alpha for a second. He's got Life Siphon, Regeneration 3, so a lot of healing on him. Calcify, so he's got good defense. I think any champion with Calcify is pretty good, except for maybe, you know, I mean, even Calcified Lurker, even Calcified Lurker, except for like really expensive ones like you know, Stitched Mage Arm. But anyway, he's got a lot of healing. He's got improved speed for beasts around him, and escape and horrific howl. So I don't know, a lot of UD players don't seem very happy with him, but I think he looks pretty cool. And actually, he's tankier than Soul Bleeder. He's also got Life Siphon, and he's 1x1. So for around the same cost, he doesn't have as much. I mean, he doesn't snowball, obviously, and he isn't as mobile because he doesn't have Exertion and Impatient. But I mean, I think he's playable. Obviously, a lot more playable in a beast theme where you can get, you know, 8-speed beasts and whatnot. But so Den's going with a fairly standard opening here, and doing the right thing, going capping the font with Nephri Messenger. Good. And honestly, I hope I lose this game because I feel like there's a debuff priestess. Too bad he's not a demon. Really is too bad. Because I think you can learn just as much from losing as, winning as losing. But so I'm just moving my guides up. I'm could put out an Executioner. I think I will. And I'll just end my turn there. I thought about doing an Eternal Lich, sorry. But I like my melee champions, so we'll see. Abomination recently, didn't he get a buff? Maybe I'm just full of it. Anyway, so he's got a Debuff Priestess out. So, you know, looking pretty good so far. Anyway, so he's seconding the messenger. Not sure what he's gonna do. So he's moving around, and of course my Mute Stalker has evasive 3, so there you go. I'm gonna Hungry Dead these guys. That's for sure. This is probably just difference in playstyle, but I probably would have beckoned Nephri Messenger like closer to here, then moved her closer. Oh god! So Debuff Fanatic cliffs himself with Manic. That's awful. Yeah, you really need to be careful about that on maps like these. He will cliff himself. Manic champions will cliff themselves. It happens all the time. So phew. I'm gonna go ahead and Hungry Dead you guys. Anyway, I'm not going to move in just yet. What I'm going to do is just kind of... I'll be fine, I think, right here. That's fine with me. Do I reanimate in this deck? I must have, because I have death guards. I don't actually know what's in this deck. Isn't that sad? But he won't bodyguard anything quite yet. Oh, Mannequin? Well, Deep Elf Fanatic used to be way different. He used to not have Manic, and he used to suck, and now he's awesome. But he's been nerfed a couple times here and there, so he hasn't exactly, you know, been 2x auto include lately. But he's still a very good champion. Whenever Hungry Dead happens to me, like, I would just move Messenger over here. I would move, you know, Deep Elf Priestess and Grundlewolf Alpha back. Or you can do that, but you could have saved more AP if you had just gone that way. Yeah, just move out of the area. That's all you can do. I was only doing it to stall anyway, because I wasn't ready for Grundlewolf Alpha, Messenger, and Deep Elf. Ooh, I wouldn't have kept him in the area, because now you're. I mean, first of all, I can do 8 more damage to you with Hungry Dead, and second of all, I can control you for even longer. And whenever I get Hungry Deaded, I like to, you know, just minimize the how much my opponent gets out of it, which means just moving out of the area immediately, basically. So actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move in with Abomination, and I'm gonna bodyguard myself. So here we go. I'm gonna do a pulverize. I'll do 20 damage, and then I'll attack with Mute Stalker, and then I think Blood Rage will finish you off. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not quite. Won't quite finish you off. So hang on a second. Let's see if we can do a curse. I don't want to have to spend Nora on anything like that. So we'll do a Blood Rage, and that kills Nephrine Messenger. I get the globe, move back, and we'll put out General Corson now. So there's that, and of course I'm bodyguarding. That's not even a word. Bodyguarding Abomination. So. Yeah, I would have just, you know, this is a little thing, but if you had moved Messenger over here, well, I guess I still would be able to kill her. Maybe, I mean, you could have beckoned her this way. But I would have definitely moved Grundlewolf Alpha out of the Hungry Dead. That's the only thing I see so far, really, other than the Manic cliffing, which, I mean, you didn't know. Now you do, and you'll never make that mistake again. Because I've cliffed a Deep Elf Fanatic once, and I haven't done it since. Because then I was like, oh, that happens! And then I just didn't do it again. So right now, of course, Abomination also has Evasive. I'm curious if Evasive will affect the damage that the Bodyguard takes. I don't really know. These are runes that I don't really play that often. Mute Stalker and Death Guard and things like that. Yeah, at this point I would retreat, so you're making the right decision. Good job. It's, I think one of the differences between players that are just terrible and players that are pretty good are ones that know when to move back and know when to retreat when they can't win a fight, when it's not worth it, etc. So, 16. It looks like it isn't reduced by Evasive, because Evasive said this unit, not bodyguarding unit. So move in with Corson. And Grundlewolf Alpha actually escapes, so I don't really know where he is now. Just gonna kind of keep moving around. Ooh, I have a Deathcaster. That's fun. I think I might play him in a second. I think what I'll go ahead and do is just kind of... I'll stay within bodyguard range. And Mute Stalker range. Which Dark Shroud's range? I don't even know this stuff. Oh, it's 3. Good. Well, I'll leave him there. And here's a Deathcaster. Fun. Okay, so you put out a pincushion. Again, I would almost always put a champion on the outlier squares of the font or shrine deployment zone, unless like you know, in very specific circumstances when you are getting really pressured, and like if you deploy it on the outlier, it'll die, and so you put it kind of in the back. But in most cases, just put it on the outlier. It's almost always a good move. Or a better move as far as positioning goes. On this map, it's kind of tricky because there's cliffs and I can domination kill you. I don't think I run domination in this deck though. But you can't just on this map. You basically just have to. What I do is I just resign myself to the fact that something's going to get domination chasmed. It's just a shitty map overall, honestly. And there's not much you can do. You can't just like live in fear, like, oh, I have to have my champion 4 spaces away from a chasm at all times, because then you basically you can't play. So it really hampers the number of moves that you can make, I think. So there's my soapbox. I'm done with it. Anyway, it looks like you're going for well, too bad you can't attack him with Demonologist. Actually, I didn't do that on purpose. I wish I could be like, oh yes, I positioned him so you can't. But I didn't, so anyway, you're doing the right thing though. Right now you're backing off and you're deploying more champions, which is good because you're down on champions, and that's good that you're doing that. That's the right move to me. So Death Guard's dead, poor guy. Bless his heart. I wonder if I can move in with Executioner. I think I'll try. Oh, there's Grundlewolf. Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do here? Well, I definitely want to kill Grundlewolf Alpha. And my poor shrine. Do I run Tome of Hate? I probably don't, do I? Okay, well, let me see. I only have Exertion 1. Doesn't he have Exertion 3 as an upgrade? Or did they take that away? I don't know these things. I really should. I'll do I'll do an Execute. Actually, I've got a lot of should I do an Essence Drain? I think I will. There you go. So actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mobilize. So there's a mobilization. And there's pretty much nothing you could do to avoid this kind of power turn. He's dead. Of course, I didn't move General Corson, but there's a little mobilization power turn. There's nothing you could really do to avoid that, so... I mean, I just had 100 Nora, so I was able to just Essence Drain mobilization. So at this point, I'm actually not really sure what I would recommend that you do. Obviously you want to get rid of these guys, but I think what you did that was a problem was you concentrated too much on defending this bottom part of the font. Like you deployed a pincushion there, and then you also deployed a succubus there. And honestly, pincushion is enough to keep whatever's coming down here, you know, dealt with for a while. And you could have just put pincushion like right there, like in the way, and then deployed succubus up here to deal with that. But I mean, you didn't know which direction I was going. It looked like I was going down with Abomination and Mute Stalker, but I don't know, just something to think about, especially when you're playing against Forsaken Waste. They can change direction like that and just bloom. Like, I mean, did you think that my Abomination would be up here when he was down here last turn? There's a Maddening Echoes. Holy shit. Nice. Actually, it's nice if you can actually kill the stuff. There, I would have definitely killed the Abomination instead of the, well, actually, I guess he has evasive too. Don't listen to me. Yeah, I mean, that was a nice Maddening Echoes, but it would only be nice if you were able to kill something. So, I know it sounds really basic, but just keep that in mind. Like, moves like that are only good if, you know, you're able to kill something. I'm going to charge here. Maybe that'll take out your pincushion. Oh, it only did 15. I thought he had heavy charger. Well, that's interesting. It didn't actually kill him. Okay. So I'll do damage with Mute Stalker. He dies from damage shield, so that's my bad. Yummy globes. I'm gonna move the head out of the way. And Death Caster will move in for the kill. So in here, I'm just gonna put out a Eternal Lich. Damn, sorry. And end my turn. So yeah, I mean, you didn't make bad moves, I don't think. I think there are some moves that could have been better. I mean, obviously, you were down in champs early from the Manic Cliff, so that hurt a lot. And basically from that point, you know, after I killed the messenger, I mean, there's a couple things you could have done differently, like move out of the Hungry Dead earlier and sort of not concentrate so hard on defending one front of your line of champions, like the bottom of the font. But anyway, I hope this was useful, and I hope it helps. Okay, see you later, man.